In July of 2023, we traveled to one of our favorite places, the Swiss Alps, where Audree would be running the Eiger Ultra Trail while I provided support.
Here she comes.
The course takes runners on a loop around Grindelwald at the foot of the Eiger, and it would prove to be one of the most scenic races in the world.
Man, is it stunning up here. Look at these lakes. Okay, one more climb done.
But Audree's race, it turns out, wouldn't go as planned.
I just worry that I'm just gonna be compromising the rest of our summer here.
Grindelwald is a village located in the Bernese Overland region of Switzerland, approximately 20 kilometers southeast of Interlaken. It's surrounded by a number of iconic mountains, including the Eiger, which looms above at close to 4,000 meters. The day before the race, we headed into town for bib pickup and the race expo.
Go for it tomorrow. Thank you guys.
All right. All set?
Okay, we got a bib and a GPS tracker and everything I need.
And we ran into a couple that you might recognize.
It's a beautiful place, nice mountains, and Emily was racing the 51, so was following along. I said, okay, I should run the 16K just to get the stone and just to be back here to these nice mountains.
We headed to a media event to learn more about the race.
E101 is like the first distance we had. It leads from Grindelwald up to Große Scheidegg and then actually stays always at the highest point, coming back and surrounding our valley anti-clockwise. You have the feeling, oh, now I'm going into the flow, but it's like it goes down, it goes up a bit. Down and up a bit.
I also ran into someone I'd met years ago while running the Grand Ultra.
I'm a mum of three. I guess I'm most known for running UTMB when I had a 3-month-old baby. And the reason I ran it was because I couldn't defend my place because I'd been pregnant, which doesn't make sense because we should be encouraging women to get back into shape before they tackle these events. And, you know, we have goals and our lives shouldn't stop when we become mothers. So I've been working for the last few years trying to encourage pregnancy policies for big races around the world. So London Marathon now has one, we work with Chicago as well. And I founded She Races, which is all about leveling the start line for women, getting more women on start lines of races, not just running, kind of cycling, from 5K to ultramarathon, making sure we're safe, making sure we have equal prize money, and then really valuing our competition, kind of equal media coverage, kind of equal representation. So the great news is that UTMB has put in place an unbelievable pregnancy and maternity policy. When you have your place, it's so difficult to get a place, and you try for so long to accumulate these points and to qualify in these races, and then to not be able to do that because you're doing the thing that you do as a woman. You often have babies. So for 5 years, they refund your money for 5 years. Your place is withheld at whatever race you want to do at UTMB, so you can get back to kind of your goals and your races when you want to. So as a result of that, I'm back at Eiger racing for the first UTMB event since 5 years since I had my son, and I'm really excited to get out into the mountains and then enjoy it because trail racing is what I love to do.
3:30 in the morning and making our way to the start line. Slept for about 2 hours. But yeah, I'm excited. I just want to get started.
I don't know if I slept enough.
I know, I was just saying that.
was so nervous.
I took a nap, like a couple hours, I guess. But yeah.
No, but yeah, I've been nervous for like almost the whole week.
Just gotta get to the start line.
Ich frage alle Betreuerinnen und Betreuer, alle Zuschauerinnen und Zuschauer, die heute Morgen da sind. Wie geht's euch? Are you ready? Seid ihr bereit? Macht den Lärm!
Leaving Grindelwald, the 100K course would climb up the north side of the valley towards the Wetterhorn, where I would get a chance to see Audrey twice near a gondola station called First. From there, the course continues west to its highest point at 2,681 meters, before descending almost 2,000 meters to an aid station at the halfway point in the valley, where I'd see Audrey again. The second half of the race would climb the south side of the valley, eventually reaching an aid station at 2,340 meters, where more panoramic views awaited. Finally, runners will drop back down to Grindelwald after climbing a total of 6,700 meters with equal descent.
Okay. 5:15 a.m. and it looks like we'll be able to put the headlamps away very soon. It's not about to cross the first climb here.
Okay, so we're up at First, and I can see the lead runners coming through here, and it looks like they're done their first climb and they're now dropping down. On the ride up, we can see the trail of headlamps coming up the mountain. Just a beautiful morning.
It's going to be a long day out, but it's just, I think we're so blessed to be able to be out here. It's just stunning, and a bit of soul cleansing, and return back to the kids refreshed.
There you go. Keep it up.
See you out there.
Okay, so I'm expecting Audrey any minute now, and then she's got to drop back down over here and then climb back up again before I can see her at the aid station. Oh, I think that's her. Yeah, here she comes.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, how you doing?
Congrats on the bob.
Hey, thanks, man. What's your name?
Us.
You're looking good, man.
Thanks.
Keep it up. Yeah, Audrey.
Hi,
Hi.
stunning up here.
Isn't it?
So beautiful.
How you feeling?
Yeah, very good.
Good.
It's so nice.
Beautiful morning.
Yeah, the trails are great. It's nice and cool.
Yeah, still nice and cool.
Dare I say, I'm a little bit cold right now.
Good. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. Okay.
Got us, babe. See you soon.
Okay, I've got about 17 kilometers done, and I'm just halfway down this really long descent that's also surprisingly steep and fully paved. So right off the bat, first descent of the day, it's a little painful. So I hope they're not all like this. Whew. Got about 21K done, and on my way to the aid station called First. This climb so far has been really nice. Steep but forested until we pop back up in the alpine up here. And next we're going over there.
How's it going? That was a long...
What a crazy climb that was. That was a long 12K.
Well, you're gonna enjoy this next part.
Oh my god. That looks scary. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Watch your head. Wow. This is ridiculous. I can't run. Guess I don't need that much.
Got a bottle for you, Audrey.
Okay, so I'll take 2 more gels and we'll try these ones maybe in the next time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Doing great.
this course is fabulous. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, the climbs are tough.
Easy to spectate so far. I haven't moved.
Yeah, no kidding. Easy and pleasant, I would think. Low effort for you,
That's right.
other than holding the camera. There's so many people with GoPros and even like 360 cameras.
Yeah. Everybody's
like-
a vlogger now.
Everybody wants to be Jeff Peltier. Okay.
Okay, see ya.
See you later, thank you.
Have fun.
The runners first came up down there and circled around down the mountain. But then they came up from over here, right below us here, around on this bridge to the aid station, and then out. And now we can watch them going up this hill. And they're gonna head way up there through that mountain pass way up there. So super cool part of the course, bit of a figure 8, and it makes my job really easy. Audrey was on her way to the highest point of the course at 2,681 meters, where runners will be rewarded with stunning views and another chance to refuel.
26K down. It was nice to see Jeff at the first major aid station there. Just making my way to the next mountain pass, and this has been pretty rolly. But I gotta say, you can really feel the altitude up here. And yeah, my legs feel like jelly. Very short of breath. But man, is it stunning up here. Look at these lakes.
So I'm tracking Audrey on the live tracker here, and it looks like she's about to arrive at Feld, the next checkpoint. I'm actually not sure if I can see her until she comes back through the valley. So I think I'm gonna hop on a train and head down the valley and try to intersect her then. It's probably not gonna be for a few hours, so I might have time for a nap in the car first. This gave me a chance to watch the start of the 16K course, which did a smaller loop to the north of Grindelwald. So it's just before noon and it's starting to get really hot. I'm just gonna take the train down the valley to see Audrey in hopefully an hour and a half or so. It'll be just past the halfway point. And then I'm actually gonna go for my run. I'm gonna run up, or at least hike up to the next checkpoint, way up there on that ridge. So get a few hours on feet myself, and then I'll catch her a couple of checkpoints later, give her some aid. I've got my pack full of stuff for her and for me, and some of my video gear as well.
Pretty crazy little ridge we just climbed on. And looks like we go down now for a while. See people putting their poles away and stuff, so that's usually a good indication. but I'm gonna keep mine. Looks like next aid down there, and then we go back up. Okay. Seems like the leaders of the shorter races are starting to catch up with us now. Not sure if it's the 35 or the 51 runners. Either way, they're moving very fast. Getting passed on these downhills by professional runners is always humbling. But also it's kind of exciting. But yeah, I've been trying to stay alert and step out of the way when I hear someone coming downhill very fast behind me. Good job! Bonjour! Right, that's where I left my car last night. I was wondering where I parked it. Good job. I am just crawling up this hill. Very tough climb, but getting somewhere. That's where we're going. Up there. That was Emily. She's running the 51 kilometers. She just flew by me. I mean, she was pumping air a little bit. It makes me feel better. So it looks like going up there first and then all the way along that ridge. I've got sweat in my eyes. It hurts. Wow. Okay. One more climb done. Hello. Hi. Hola. Thank you. So, not moving much faster on the downhill at the moment because it's very technical and difficult. You know, like this stuff. Here's not so bad, but up there, we were also basically just above a cliff, so a little bit scary. Still stunning out here, and we were just up there. Right there. Crazy stuff. Beautiful course. On my way to the next aid station at 46 kilometers, about 1,000 meters of descent ahead. So here we go. So it's really pretty up here. Hungry and I should also drink more, but I really gotta pee in this very unfortunate section of the trail where there's absolutely zero privacy, so
Salut.
bravo, hello.
Bravo, à toi.
Merci.
You are with Jeff, right?
Yeah, I am.
I met him yesterday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Nice. Have a good race.
Yeah, same to you.
Thank you. You might see him at the aid station.
Oh, great.
Definitely starting to suffer with the heat. But one foot in front of the other for a little while. Okay, so little update from pretty deep in the pain cave. Kilometer 47-ish. I don't know, my watch is saying 50 already, but the last little aid station up there said 46. Anyways, 9 hours in, that's for sure. Either way, we're in a little forested section again, which is kind of nice. At least there's some shade. I'm making my way to like the halfway aid station, which is at 52 or 53 kilometers on the map anyways. I'll be way over that. Hoping I can get there in 10 hours. But I mean, the trail is super technical right now, so if it stays like this is gonna be a slow 5-6K. I'm gonna change my shoes, have a bite to eat. I really need sunscreen. I was getting roasted up there. Yeah, and you know, get a little kiss from Jeff. Always solves everything. Comme on dit en bon français, petit train va loin. Pour les Québécois watching.
All right, so I've arrived at the aid station at roughly the 57-kilometer mark. I won't try to pronounce it. And according to Audree's tracker, she's due in just over an hour. So I've got a little bit of time to kill. So I'm just gonna walk up here and explore a little bit. Everybody's just death marching in full sun exposure in the valley. Like walking into an oven. Hopefully I'm back in the shade soon. Just got a message from Audree. She says she's in rough shape, but she figures she'll be okay. She'll probably take a bit of a break at this aid station and rehydrate. I'm sure the heat's getting to her. Fortunately, there are a few clouds moving in, but they have a massive climb out of this valley for the second half. Here she comes. Hi.
Bravo, Audree! Bravo! Bravo! Allez, allez, allez! Allez, allez!
You got some fans.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Awful. Absolutely crashed.
The heat got to you?
Heat got to me, my legs are shattered.
Yeah.
My left foot's definitely acting up. It was a really tough descent. Actually, every single descent since I last saw you were really hard.
Yeah.
So technical. Like I can barely run downhill. It's too technical.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So like I'm not making up any time on the downhills.
Got her shoes ready. She's going to change into the Ultra Glide. She feels like she needs something with a little bit more cushioning. She's going to reapply sunscreen and rehydrate. I've got a couple bottles for the road for her as well. and some more run food, but she did say she wants to take a few minutes and recharge here. So we're gonna keep an eye on the time and try to get her out of here in maybe 10, 12 minutes. I don't want to rush her, but I do want her to be cognizant of the time as well. There you go.
Thank you. It's insanely hot. We're just like roasting in the sun. I feel so burnt. Thank you, babe.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, I'll see you in 25K.
Okay, thank you.
Audrey would now face a series of steep climbs, totaling more than 1,500 meters, before I could see her again at the 70-kilometer mark.
So I've left the aid station there almost an hour ago, and all we've done is climb and climb and climb. I knew it was going to be a big one, so trying to be patient. And I have company here, lots of French people. Nice to speak French.
Comment? Pour me sortir un moment sur les volcans. C'est ça, c'est mon plein de Dieu.
All right, so I'm just doing my run hike for the day. I'm gonna hike up to the aid station at the 70-kilometer mark to see Audrey. I think this route's about 11 kilometers, with a fair bit of vert. Not entirely sure how long it's gonna take me, but I figure that Audrey's got to hike up to the same place. Plus I took the train up the valley and skipped some of the flat parts, so I don't see why I won't beat her up there.
So, little update. 12 hours in now. Barely, I mean, my watch says 60K, but I know the course probably will say, I don't know, 56. Anyways, another long, slow crawl up this climb out of the midway aid station where I saw Jeff. He was very helpful, as I knew he would be. I changed my shoes. My feet are quite a lot more comfortable now. Although we've just been going uphill, so who knows when I start going down again how that's gonna feel. And yeah, still feel very rough otherwise. Really having a hard time. Still quite hot, very humid, but at least there's some clouds now. Hello.
Hi.
Okay. Let's see if I can shuffle a little bit.
Okay, just 2 hours from the valley bottom to the top, and just under 10K with 1,215 meters of elevation gain. And how is this for an aid station? Look at this view.
Look at this. Finally, a reasonable grade. I can run.
Looks like Audrey is expected in just over an hour, so I'm gonna kill some time by hiking up to this little summit here so I can get a real panoramic view. Be rude not to.
Just over 13 hours elapsed. I had a bit of a foot niggle since my last race, the 50K I did in May. I've been treating it and it did get better, but not 100%, and now it's really bothering me. It was like the bottom of my foot, but now it's kind of spread to like my toe and ankle. Earlier it hurt only on the downhill, but now going up also it's quite painful. I just worry that if I keep running on it, I'm just gonna be compromising the rest of our summer here. So not too sure what I should do.
Audrey's foot only got worse as she continued to climb, but it was the downhill that was hurting the most. And from the aid station where I was waiting, she'd still have something like 2,200 meters of cumulative descent until the finish.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's not a big strip.
Okay, I will try it. Thank you.
Give it a shot.
Are you okay?
Foot.
Your foot?
Thank you so much.
And this is all I have left. Peel it off and then apply it to where it hurts most.
Okay.
It works wonders. You won't feel pain for
Thank
like
you
4
so
hours.
much. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
With pleasure.
What's wrong?
My foot. So I had a foot that was already compromised, and of course now it's gotten a lot worse. And earlier in the race it was, sensitive on the downhill, but now it hurts all around.
Yeah.
In fact, like the pain has spread like from just the ball of my foot to the top of my toe and my ankle.
Yeah. I'll meet you up here.
I already recorded this, but I worry that I'm just gonna compromise the rest of our summer.
Let's go sit down. Let's go sit down. Take off your shoe. Come on. I'm just gonna look for a medic to see if we can get this foot evaluated. This is really tricky. It sounds like Audrey's worried that whatever this injury is she's developed, obviously it could get worse by running another 30 kilometers on it, and that could compromise the rest of our summer. We've got a really big summer full of plans. So I think we'll let the medic make the call here on whether she's doing a lot of damage.
The medic thinks that it's a bad idea to keep going, so I'll have to stop. 14 hours. Oh yeah, that's gonna seize up and hurt.
Yeah. It's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go look at the glacier.
Yeah. We're gonna spend a few minutes taking in the view before rushing off here.
That was very, very hard. For sure one of the tougher courses I've done.
Technical?
Very technical. The climbs are just freaking relentless. And maybe I just forget. I feel like I said that after TDS too.
Yeah.
I just forget how hard TDS was.
Yeah.
And like UTMB was hard, but today I felt, I don't know, I was pushing more. Yep, my first DNF.
First time for everything.
No Western qualifier for me this next year. But at least I can still hopefully have summer. Maybe we'll be back.
Of course, Audrey was disappointed, not just because of the DNF, but because of missing out on her Western States qualifier. But we had several adventures still ahead, including the Tour de Mont Blanc, a fast pack in Slovenia, and a week-long stage race in the Pyrenees. So her focus now would be on recovery.
It's been 7 weeks since the race, and you know, I had my doubts after dropping out, of course. I wondered if it was the right call, given how I felt just a few days after. You know, I questioned my decision for sure. But you know, it's been a great summer. I was able to do the Tour de Mont Blanc as planned, and then we had an amazing time in Slovenia, in the Swiss Alps, and now here we are in Spain, in the Pyrenees, getting ready for a 7-day stage run, the Pyrenees stage race.